I will piss on capitalism the same way I piss on your little Bible, because both of them condone and facilitate slavery.
Hello, my friends. This is the Dave Show. I am so glad you could stop by and spend some time with me today. We have a great episode planned for you, so let's get on with the show. Let's do it. We're starting off the show a little bit differently. This first clip we're going to see, it's pretty cool. You can make your own judgment as to what you see. They say in the last days there are going to be signs and wonders in the sky and in the heavens. Well, I don't know what that actually means, but this could be one of them. I don't know. I mean, I know what it resembles to me. Let me know what it resembles to you. Let me know in the comments. Check it out. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know what it is, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, blessed Jesus, look at that. How many? Yeah.
They're deeper in the clouds. It's so hard to look at.
Pastor, they're real clear in here. Look.
What do you think I seen? I
See a band of angels, Lord, they're coming after me. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
This next meme really kind of makes sense, and I think we should maybe do this. Let's see what it says. I really think it's time to take warning labels off of everything and let stupidity work itself out. I concur with that 100%. All right, my friends, it is time. Get out your armed floaters of common sense because we're going to need it. We are jumping in head first to that deep, deep liberal pool of madness. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone. What? Is this like a trans parade? That looked like a real woman. Yeah, one of the black is definitely trans.
Everybody's getting geek, bro. Stop the hate and let them neeks know that we turn the club into a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show. Turn the club to a freak show.
What is the point of this? Why are we watching this? It makes no sense.
What is this for?
We'll give you a phone call.
Please, hey,
We're gonna give you a phone call.
It's all right, man.
Please.
Car.
You haven't shown me an ID. Who are you?
Homeland Security. With the Department of Homeland Security.
Homeland Security?
What happens now?
This gentleman will go back to our processing facility where we have some detention cells. He'll go through kind of the immigration booking process. He'll get fingerprinted, and then we'll go through some of the case paperwork where a lot of the case is already written up. We already have the immigration warrant of arrest, and then he'll be served with the immigration paperwork to be presented before an immigration judge. We call it a notice to appear, and on this notice to appear, it's a form that kind of goes through and it outlines the charges, in essence, that he's facing. It'll say that, you're not a citizen of the U.S., you're a citizen of Mexico. It'll go through the status that he has, and then it'll also go through and list because of such and such convictions, you are removable from the United States.
Well, that was actually very informative to kind of get a behind the scenes look at what that process is once these illegal immigrants get picked up. It's good to see that they are being brought in front of the judge so they can get their due process like everyone's so worried about. But yeah, I mean, that was very interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. Next, we have Chuck Schumer, who is an absolute idiot, but enjoy.
When parents see Republicans just axed educational programming, when people see Republicans just axe Sesame Street to pay for tax cuts to billionaires, when rural Americans see Republicans not just betrayed them and defunded public radio, sometimes the only source in rural areas so vital to natural disasters, and it's the only news source there, the consequences will be severe. Americans will remember. Democrats will ensure that they don't forget.
Well, are you retarded? Chuck, have you ever heard of that thing called a cell phone? It is capable of receiving that thing called the internet, where, you know, you can get news and weather and, you know, cute kitten videos. Like, you can get a lot of stuff on that. Man, you are such a buffoon. How's it going, everybody? I hope you're enjoying the episode. I just wanted to give you a quick reminder that if you'd like to sponsor a future episode, you can do so with a PayPal link and a Super Thank link down below. You can also pick up a cool shirt like this Liberal Evolution, some authentic Idle Hands merch from the store anytime, 24/7, and also follow me on X at Idle Hands Dave. All right, thank you, and let's get back to the show. They wouldn't let him take his Mexican flag on stage. Yeah! Thank you, sir! Thank you for your service of being an awesome police officer. Yeah! This dude is graduating from an American institute. I don't know if it's high school or...
Let him take the flag.
Looks like college. Oh my gosh.
I am your home.
This is so stupid. Do these people have like real jobs? Like, seriously?
No, this is stolen land.
I know all these people are being paid, but seriously, this is a bunch of theater kids.
Trump is Scottish. He's not Indian. He's not African. He's Scottish. You don't belong here. He's an immigrant.
Did that lady just say that President Trump, because he has Scottish descent, he doesn't belong here? These people are so stupid. This next clip is going to show a guy trying to get into a place called the Blue Grotto. It is in Italy, and apparently it dates back to ancient Rome. This cave is very old. And the thing is, like, I keep on running into stuff as I've been doing these videos that really makes me feel like I've lived a sheltered life, because there's so many things in this world that I've never heard of and I didn't even know existed, and it's quite amazing. But this guy apparently missed the memo that you need to try to get into this grotto at low tide. And I certainly hope nobody was seriously hurt, but my gosh, this would be like one of my worst fears come true. Check it out. So there's a cable to pull yourself in. Normally it should be pretty easy. Oh my gosh. Oh, so this is what it looks like once you're in the grotto, and it is absolutely beautiful. I can't remember exactly what. The sun like comes in through the cave entrance, and it's somehow there's something that blocks out the red light or something. I don't know, but only the blue light is somehow being shown inside this grotto, inside this cave, which absolutely illuminates the water and makes it very ethereal and just beautiful. I would love to go there someday. That would be kind of a bucket list type thing, as long as I go at low tide. It is beautiful. Wow.
What's going on, bro?
You don't need to do anything. Walk away. I said no to you. I said no.
Why you being like that?
Because you asked to play my guitar. I said no. I did simply say no, and you kept asking. You said why, and I said because I said so.
And that should be all that guy needs to say. Just walk away, little dude. Just walk away. The guy said no. That's his answer. But of course, he doesn't accept that.
That's why. All right, I know. clearly.
But don't tell me about what you gonna do about it like you big and bad. Like
No, you saying why? Bro, what are you, like 16, man?
I would smack the shit out of you.
Bro, get lost.
What's with the attitude?
Get lost. Bro, all right, I can't make you.
Alright.
All right.
Bitches.
Look, listen to your girl, man. Hey, I'm sorry.
Man, don't touch me, nigga.
Oh, I would actually love to see the rest of that video to see how it escalates, because I'm sure that kid just is ramping up his ghetto-ness. And he's going to power level 9,000. Stupid girl from Alabama, not my words, that's what her username is, says the entitled brat attitude is rampant. Yes, it is. Matthew Winterhawk says, love how they teach their young to wear poo shiesty masks. I don't know what that is, or if I even pronounced that correctly. And act like gangsters and talk like retards who don't understand the English language. Why? Do they idealize and kill each other to be the baddest thug? I'll never understand this moronic lifestyle. And it is sad that subculture of the black society is that way. And I think all cultures have this subculture attached to it. So I'm not, pointing fingers at the black people of America, but we have white trash. We have white trailer trash as well. So anyways, but yeah, it's just a shame. It's just a shame that they can't teach these young men to be respectable, kind people, because it's not that hard to do.
Back in March, I made a video about leaving my marriage because of deep political, whatever differences. My husband is MAGA.
Wow.
And I stayed longer than I should have, just hoping things would change. Hoping that with everything going on, that he would see that was not a good way to vote. But that did not happen. If nothing else, I really just wanted him to show curiosity in the things that I was looking at, maybe see it from a different viewpoint. I'm not asking him to become a Democrat. I don't even consider myself a Democrat. I'm just like a left-leaning center. Just my requirement is basic human decency, not lying to the American public on a daily basis.
Yeah, because Biden's administration never did that.
But unfortunately, I got dismissed at every turn and told that I was crazy, that I was brainwashed.
Yep.
So I'm finally done. And it's not pretty. It's not easy. But it's necessary. For anyone out there who has been shrinking themselves to fit into someone else's mold, don't do it. You're worth it. Get out and have your peace. That's what I'm planning on doing. Good luck.
See, this is what happens when you plug into the hive mind. She is brainwashed. She is can't think for herself. The mainstream media has to tell her all of her opinions. And it's a couple videos ago, Charlie Kirk was talking about this, how there's the macro points of view and then there's the micro discussions that you have with your spouse, with your loved one. And he said, look, if the micro stuff is fine. That's like, hey, what do we eat on Saturday, right? What paint do we want on the walls, right? What kind of car are we going to get? Whatever. It's stuff like that really is not consequential in any real means. But the macro stuff, like religion and politics especially, he said, look, if you can't agree on the macro, get out of the... Don't even bother with that relationship, because it's not going to work. And if you get married or you are married and you find out that your spouse totally disagrees with you on like politics, your marriage is pretty much screwed. But yeah, this is exactly what happens. These people are crazy, and due to political regions, because that's becomes their whole entire life, the ideology rules everything. They destroy everything good that they had in their life. And why? Because the hive mind told them to. Sad.
3 bills I'm never paying: student loans,
What?
medical bills, any type of parking traffic violations. I'm not paying that shit. Charge it to the game.
Wow, shocker. You're not going to pay your bills. Yeah, well, good luck with that, especially with the medical bills. You get a couple of those piled up, and that's really going to mess up a lot of things in your life. So good luck with that.
I also want to express the fear, anxiety, and apprehension that I have to try traveling while trans under this administration.
Why?
The last time I traveled was in 2024 for another funeral, and I ended up being pat down by a man at the airport, which was traumatic.
No.
I don't regret the gender affirming care that I got. I'm very happy.
Well, it kind of sounds actually like you do. But that's just me.
Happy now to be chestless, but still having a feminine voice, still appearing somewhat feminine sometimes. It throws people off. And then suddenly I'm at a gate and I'm being pat down by the opposite gender, and it's not okay. My mind should only be on a few things. And
what? But you think you're a man, but it's not okay to be patted down by a man? Like which is it? I'm kind of confused here. Sounds like you're pretty confused too, if you really think about it.
The funeral should be the biggest thing that I'm thinking of.
Okay.
But instead, I'm wondering what safety measures I have to take to make sure that I'm okay.
What?
Just to go and give my condolences.
Wow.
It should not be this way.
You are totally correct. This should not be happening. You should still be a nice, lovely young lady, happy with your body and who you are, the way God created you. So, yeah, you are right. This should not be happening. Mimi says, you are oppressing yourself. It can't cut right to more truth than that. I mean, what else is there to say? Mimi is correct. Lana says, hold the presses. She is a woman that thinks she's a man, and yet she acknowledges that someone of the opposite sex, a man, patting her down is not right. So she knows she's not a man. How the hell does all that work? Yeah, totally true. These people, they make all their own problems. Seriously. Hoyven says, no, it's delusion. Yeah. These people have a mental illness, and that is the thing that needs to be addressed. Not chopping off body parts to try to bring you happiness. You know what I'm saying? All right, this next clip is going to give you information that you are not going to hear from the mainstream media. You're not going to hear it from any of the Democratic leaders because it does not fit into their narrative that these concentration camps are just absolutely the worst thing ever created. Even more worse than the real concentration camps of World War II. That is in their mind, in the left's mind, that is what's happening right now. But this next clip will give a little bit more clarification on what these detention centers are actually like, especially the one, Alligator Alcatraz. Check it out.
You're saying, am I going to be the one who actually slips through? Probably not. Oh, and if I am, look what happens. I go there temporarily. Or they may be hearing something the Democrats won't tell you. 150,000 plus square feet, 24/7 air conditioning, 24/7 health facility, 24/7 pharmacy, 3 hot squares, all the things the Democrats won't tell you. But this is meant to be temporary until you can move people where they belong, which is not in the interior of this country. I didn't hear the same people complaining when 300,000 minors, 300,000 children went missing under Biden. In addition to all the other numbers we know, like the 10 million who came here, and then if you parked yourself here in New York, you got free stuff, clothing with tags on it, and cell phones, and digital benefits, and cash, and seats in a New York City classroom, and hotel rooms at the Roosevelt for weeks and months on end. They didn't complain when thousands were crammed under the bridge, which, by the way, now looks like a bridge again. So it is meant to be a deterrent more than punishment, and is meant to be a holding place until we can put you where you belong.
Imagine being a colonizer, feeling so great and so big, so powerful and so superior, walking around with a package that is the size of a toddler. Imagine how that must feel. The very thing that you are forced to use to reproduce and create life with is so tiny that you could barely even see it.
What? Why is she even talking about this? And that is not true. Okay. I'm not sure why this lady's talking about white men's junk. But let's carry on.
It's so small that you have to sit down when you pee, or you would be pissing all over the floor. And this is why they literally used to cut off our black man's meat, because they were so jealous.
What? Who's cutting off black people's meat? How does she know all this stuff about white people's junk? Is she an expert? What? How does she gain this knowledge? Okay, this is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, these people are just so racist. They're just so racist.
Because we were well endowed. When God created the black man, he created the black man to have a big package, so the white man could always know his tiny place.
Yeah.
Black power forever.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sigma Kid says, funny how the people complaining about racism are the same ones who are perpetuating it. Pretty ironic, I would say. Nobody says, if this is true, why are black men's egos so weak that they kill each other after the slightest notion of disrespect? Mostly Swede says, this woman sees with hatred. I feel sorry for her. Yeah, me too. Her life has got to be pretty miserable carrying around that much hatred towards anybody.
All those things you've listed, I've tried those. I can't do it consistently. Not for 20 hours a week.
All right.
Some weeks I'll be able to do it. Some weeks I can't.
Could you maybe like take the big graphic of the post off so we could, I don't know, maybe see your face? Like, come on. Let's get some quality control here, people.
Even working from home, even having a flexible schedule, even having all the accommodations in the world, I can't do it. I can't even do hobbies for 20 hours a week. I can't do things that would bring me joy for 20 hours a week. It's not a lack of wanting to. It's not because I don't want better for myself and my family, because I certainly do. It's that my disabilities prevent me from being able to work for 20 hours a week. And again, they prevent me from doing fun stuff for 20 hours a week too. I have undergone all of this medical care and tried to get things straight so that I can work, and it hasn't happened.
I can kind of relate to that. I've had some medical issues in the last 5 years, I guess. Where, the checks my body was writing for decades finally came to fruition. And so there are a lot of things that I can't do anymore. And that kind of makes me sad. And but, you have to kind of just put your shoulder to the wheel and carry on, right?
Your neighbors are Nazis, and the Democrats are not coming to save you. One of my coworkers told me the other day, well, aren't Nazis extinct? And I was like, bro, our country helped them escape, right?
That's
and then,
true.
Do you not think all of the white supremacists?
White supremacists? She's like a Family Guy with Stewie.
Ooh, let me have some of that Cool Whip. What'd you say? You can't have a pie without Cool Whip. Cool Whip? Cool Whip, yeah. You mean Cool Whip? Yeah, Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. Cool Whip. You're saying it weird. Why are you putting so much emphasis on the 8?
That we have to intermingle with every single day aren't Nazis, while the Republicans are Nazis, okay?
Okay.
The Democrats are the Germans that snitched, and that looked the other way. Okay? Because capitalism is white supremacy.
Are you sure it's white supremacy and not white supremacy?
That historically, America has literally unalived billions of people just to pretend that we are successful and to sell you this illusion of the American dream.
Wait, so you're telling me, so in 249 years of existence, we have killed billions, billions of people to live the American dream. I don't think that math quite works out, my dear. Jeez Louise. There would literally be nobody on Earth right now if we've killed billions of people over the last 249 years. Okay. Hyperbolic much?
Society tells you that capitalism is the only way, right? But it's not. Okay. And historically, we have had egalitarian, moneyless, matriarchal societies in which everyone was provided for and everyone had a purpose. There has never been capitalism that exists that doesn't involve slavery, okay? What? And that is not okay. And there have been many, many, many societies that have existed before colonization that did work out and that weren't based off exploitation. Because...
Okay, so you're telling me, look, you have no idea what you're talking about. You could call it colonization, or you could call it, conquering, whatever you want to call it. That is how it's been done since the beginning of time, my dear. People have gone in, they've gone to war over territory and resources, and guess what? The winner gets the territory and gets the resources and everything that is in that land. So how is it any different for the foundation of the American way of life? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways.
Because if you can erase their culture, if you can erase their language, if you can erase their sense of community,
you are a leftist.
Then you have drones.
True.
We don't need a government. What? Hierarchy is bad. We literally just need a collective. We need to respect and listen to each other.
Wow, that sounds a little bit like communism. All right, Mom Dami. You've got at least one vote with her if she lives in New York. And
then create solutions together.
Oh.
I will piss on capitalism the same way I piss on your little Bible, because both of them condone and facilitate slavery and the dehumanization and ownership of women and children. You're disgusting.
Have you ever even read the Bible? Yes, there is definitely slavery in the Bible, because that has just been the way it's been done. Again, from the conception of human civilization, there have been slaves, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. But yeah, the Bible does not condone... Okay, maybe the Old Testament's a little dark, but the New Testament is definitely all about light and love and, doing unto others, right? Jeez, this lady is so stupid. Okay, Mike says, except none of that's taking place. Yeah, I mean, and by the way, this is just a highlight reel that we just watched. Her full video is actually on my X account. It's at IdleHandsDave if you want to check it out. It's a little over 6 minutes, I think. And she says a lot more crazy stuff, but anyways. Matthew Victor Carmichael says, wow, talk about delusional. Yep. At Baby Cat Kala. Well, her coworker told her, so... it's all gotta be true. That's funny.
Mike, it looks like your boat's taking on water, bud.
I have no idea who on earth would stay in, I guess it's a hotel. At the very least, it's one room. But it is inside of, it looks like a zoo where there are real lions right outside your plexiglass window. That's all that separates you. I don't know if I would be able to enjoy myself with hungry lions like stalking you and trying to get in. Anyways, it's basically a zoo within a zoo. It's like a zoo for the lions, and the humans are in cages for the lions' enjoyment and entertainment. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing. Let me know in the comments if you would go and spend a night in a room like this. It's time for Dave's Detox. Oh, what a cutie. Ow. Ow. Oh, geez. Wow, that cat. That cat is like evil. All right, yeah. It's like a little yoga mat, or... That cannot be its bed. There's no way. Oh my gosh! That is a lot of huskies. Nice. Jeez. Oh, nice. Better surfer than I am, that's for sure. Cats are so mean to each other. Oh my gosh!
Oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay?
That's a psycho cat. Oh, nice. It's getting the best part of the cone. Oh, jeez. What's up with these cats? These cats are so mean.
What they do.
Pitter patter. Look at his cat's taking over the bed, and the dog is so careful not to disturb him. All right, my friends, that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, please like. Please like. It really makes a difference in letting YouTube know that this video is liked. So please subscribe, share, slap that bell, do all that jazz. And until the next episode, stay safe, know that you're loved and appreciated. And until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.